First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on, set.
Mike,
Tuscan.
Mike's 5-4. Rip left, rip left. Shift.
General. West.
Brissett to throw on first. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Haywood.
52 is the mic. 52 is the mic.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Here we go.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
He's tired of us. Check 26. Slam. 61. Matchbox. Light.
Brissett now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Run!
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move.
No, check that.
We want Mike 52 right here. And can get out in front of
Let's take off, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Sack lunch,
Trey
baby.
Flowers
Yum.
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rosa's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Set. 30 base. Mike.
Check.
High seven.
Mike. Record.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. No chance.
King on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the screen.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Wahoo.
Mike 52.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Go. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He's got it to Hilton. 3 catches now this afternoon.
Come
the same
on,
number
baby.
he had
Let's
all of
go.
last week. Also, it's a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, he's off and running. You're exactly right.
It's our time. It's our time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Mike 52.
Throwing on 2nd down. Reset. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Last stop.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it
Stop
all
your
game
whining.
long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Harris Campbell.
Let's go.
His third touchdown now on the year. Jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of things.
If they do that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Lot better view.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown.
Keep getting busy. They can't stop you, son.
A big play there. His 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Let's go.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6. At the
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
2nd and 6. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Sheard wreaking the
That's how
defensive
we do
havoc.
it.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here
Mike
just
is
to try to get
59.
some
Mike to
space.
59.
I'm going
He's
to come
gonna
back to
air
you.
one out.
I'm going to come back to you.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Yeah.
A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles.
Crunch
and
time,
then they
defense.
finish with, but don't
Mike
fumble the football.
5'9".
Looking
Wild
to
Bill.
throw. King sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and
Here we go,
avoid the
D.
big hit.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket.
Check Mike, check Mike.
You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough
Check
in the
59.
middle third
Mike,
of the field where
Mike
he
is
threw
59.
that one.
Mike to 59.
Now King from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's
They're
go.
able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in this football game. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Lions 7.
Set, hut.
3.
Get the flag.
3. Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Back to throw. King. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go
Let's
to
go,
a knee.
baby.
He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
That's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, on your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Ready, go.
Brissett sets to throw it. Now he's flushed out left. And now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
D-line, get that quarterback. He's coming. We got double. Tupper. Check 52.
Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson with his second touchdown. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let them know,
and
let them
they
know.
had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
No, check that.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this goal.
Better bring it.
A big no-no.
Better bring
Put that in capital letters.
Letting you know right now, you better bring
The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now
Let's
it's up
go,
to the
baby.
offense to get
Let's
back
go.
out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick
Watch
those
52.
things back up.
52's the
Brissett
mic.
now
Pick it up,
hitting on
guys.
80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
That's what I do.
It's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual.
That's how we do
for
it,
the team
baby.
that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on.
Throwing on second and long. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deshaun
All day,
Hand
baby.
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Brissett.
I'm coming after you.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And to the 42-yard line. Brought down there. 19 yards, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot.
Let's go,
here.
boys. Let's go.
And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great
D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that foot. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam.
Team
Check
as a whole,
Mike 54.
because
Mike
you have to
54.
find a way to make those interceptions go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Haywood. Hunt, 64. Weak.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
On the ball.
Here's Brissett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he
Watch the run,
could not come up with that football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Good job.
His 9th touchdown of the season. As these guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an
Mike,
incompletion.
number 53. Mike 53.
So they gave up the completion.
Watch the slant.
But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Each zone.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game. As they go moved out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Watch tight
Charles
end.
Way
Watch
touchdowns
tight end.
have come
Tight end's
so
right.
fast and
Tight end's
furious
right.
for both sides in this
Four
thing.
down.
It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis
Mike
match
52,
than a football
Mike
game.
52.
Yeah, I like your description there.
Here we
Maybe
go,
we're
here we
sitting
go.
in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's
Mike
face it,
two,
right
Mike
now,
two.
the way it's going back and
I hope
forth,
you brought your
it's gonna
records.
come
I'm about
down
to take
to
you
who
to
can get
school.
a stop.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch
Mike.
more air
Watch
under
the
it.
curl,
Instead,
watch
he
the curl,
fired
watch
an
the
absolute
curl.
bullet.
He's checking. Steady weapon. Crash. Let it go.
Play action now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey. And
You
they're going to be
see me?
staring at a
They
3rd and
can't
long
stop me
here.
out here.
A loss of 11 on the sack.
Down. 1590. 1590. 5-4.
Here we go, here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54
Here's the
Mike.
sack.
Coming this way. Here we go.
He's going to
Here
fire
we go.
one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete.
That's
Give them
it, baby.
credit, they took
That's
their
it.
shot,
That's
but it's
it.
going to bring up
Big
fourth
hit.
down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll
All
start
day,
just
baby, all
outside
day.
of their own 30-yard line.
34-yard line.
Ready.
The Detroit offense
Check
ready to
53.
begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown
Let's get
the
off the
last
field,
go
D.
around.
Let's get off the
Obviously, they're
field,
going to
D.
do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the ready.
From the 34, they'll come to the
53,
line on
Mike,
2nd
Mike.
and 10.
Let's go.
Go.
Hey, man up, D.
Bravo. D.
Check. 53's Mike.
Ready.
To
53's
throw
Mike.
is King.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Nowhere
I'm
to
coming.
escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard make that now 8
That's
sacks
right.
for him
Get
on
off
the
the train
season.
tracks, baby.
Brandon, if I'm an
Get off the
offensive
train
coordinator and I
tracks.
see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because
we
I'm
go.
going to use their
Let's go,
aggressiveness
Zach.
against
Hey,
them
come
as this
on.
game
Number
goes
53,
on.
Mike,
Might have a screen
53.
soon.
He runs.
Foxtrot. 53's the Mike. Shut up. 53's the
King
Mike.
now.
Coming to you.
Throwing
Coming to
third
you.
and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat, and he will score. Touchdown.
You crazy.
Covered a lot of
You
ground
crazy,
there,
boy.
81
You
yards on
crazy.
the punt return, as they have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line.
We got
Great
this.
return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions
Six,
offense
bro.
ready to kick off their
Hey,
next
keep it up,
drive.
keep it
And
up.
they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go
Hey,
to a
Mike's
spot that
50,
they haven't
Mike's
gone
50.
before. Time
Focus,
to shake
defense,
things up a
focus.
little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
Yep.
and maybe you try and find one of those
Mike
special
50, Mike,
plays
yeah.
from one of your better players,
hey,
and
hey,
maybe try and
hey.
hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
King on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to
Come
throw
on, Zach,
for it
Mike,
there.
man.
Nice
Touchdown.
effort to knock that one away and bring
Coming,
up
baby.
second
I'm
down.
coming, baby.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Rush in. Rush in.
61.
Rush
Match
in.
box.
Right.
Exit.
Throwing again. King. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Come on,
Jabal
Lyle.
Sheard able
Come
to
on,
record
Lyle.
his 5th
We
sack
better
of the
not.
season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The
We played to win.
The friend
Let's
there.
No
go.
doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain
52's the
possession,
mic.
no
Check,
turnover.
52's the mic.
I know
Here we
his
go,
coaches
here we
are
go.
screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
First down, Brissett. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on their advantage. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Come on, fellas. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their
15,
drive.
check Mike
And on the
15.
last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Get in the way.
They're deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom. Ready.
They come up on
Switch it,
second
switch it,
and
switch it.
long,
Come on,
and
switch
pass
it.
protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Echo.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Let's go, Mike.
Second and
50.
long.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
Left side,
screen.
it's
Watch
complete.
the
He's
screen.
got it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first
I
half.
got wide. I got wide. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Double dog.
Now King on third and 2. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Operating from the gun. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're
Watch
under
the
a minute
pass.
to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but it's still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To
Check
throw,
Mike 54.
Brissett.
Mike 54. Ready?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Prater on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Lions 42, Colts 38.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been.
Let's
and
go.
He's simply
Let's do this.
taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half.
Check
You're
three,
well
check
on your own
three,
side
check
of the
three.
field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy
Here
and
we go, here we
potentially
go.
get me some
Mike
points. And if it
54.
doesn't work,
Mike
well, then you just run the
54.
clock out and go to the line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Brissett
Kill,
again.
kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Caught left side by
Shift,
Hilton.
shift, shift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown,
Let's go, let's go.
Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton in the final
Touchdown,
seconds
baby.
of the
That's
first
what I'm
half.
talking about.
Down in front.
Yeah.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late
All
in the half,
day,
he'll just
baby,
take a
let's
knee
go.
and they'll bring the
Let's
football
go.
out to the 25.
Ready.
The Lions offense
53,
ready to
Mike,
kick off
Mike.
their next drive.
Hey, hey,
Likely
hey,
time for
hey.
just one final play,
He's
and then it'll be
crashing.
off to the
He's
locker room
checking
to
crash.
talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. It's the flip side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Ricky. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Here's King. A final shot before the break. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to
is
begin their
59, Mike
drive.
to
They're
59.
close
I got
game.
you,
They're going to
punk.
need to do a little bit better probably here in half two. No?
Mike.
I would agree with that
59,
totally.
59.
I would guess that in the locker room, they
Brothers,
talked
let's set a
about
tone.
cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have
Let's
a
go,
chance to
fellas.
win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly
Defense
looks to
wins
be in that
championships,
groove right
baby.
now. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Watch the run.
To throw is King. Throwing again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw. King. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Haywood.
Mike, 53. 53.
King now to throw again. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half.
Just being Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Microsoft
Big
Surface
stop, G.
tablets,
Big
because
stop, let's
none
go.
of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Got it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right
Watch
at the
the
line,
curl,
so
watch
it's
the
second
curl.
and 10.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Let's go.
Second and 10.
53. Mike.
Yeah.
Catch
don't
is
want
made
none.
by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has
Come on, baby,
another
let's go.
first
Get
down
excited.
at the
Let's go,
Colts
let's go.
17-yard line. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety
Check.
valve.
53's
Throw
Mike.
one to him every so
defense.
often, but
Hey,
more
defense,
mainly
let's
they want
go.
him out there to block. Nowadays, integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right
Mike,
there?
number
He ran
53.
right through
Mike,
that weak
53.
tackle attempt.
Here it comes.
Check your hot read.
Rotate. Spell.
Switch.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry. Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's go,
They're down in
defense.
this game, a chance for the
Let's go,
offense, though,
defense.
to put something on the
Hey,
board,
here
get
we
some
go.
momentum here in half.
Mike 52 right here. Hey, come on, no.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's quite the interception. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in
Here we go,
a
D.
big way.
All day, defense, all day.
King throwing on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but
Mike
in
the
this
59.
play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Second and 3. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So the incomplete pass on the last play,
You
and
can't
that
block
leads
me.
us to a
You can't
third
block
and
me.
3.
You can't block me.
Back to throw. King. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
54.
And last time,
I'm trying
one
to
play
collect.
interception,
Showing
so
it.
this
Showing
offense,
it.
they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling the ball.
This set. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Opted to run
Let's
fourth.
go.
The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Mike's by 4.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Come.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54, Mike.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Target. Jack.
Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And it means
Hey,
you
let's
really
get
didn't
this,
miss
get this.
opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well,
Get him,
too.
boy.
Everyone dialed
Get him,
in.
boys.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Check for you.
Brissett again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. As they have an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time.
Hey,
You
me
could
and
have
you
kicked
all
that
day.
one through.
All day.
about that.
I'm coming after you.
Super tough.
He gets this one to Johnson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
47's the mic.
Now King operating from the gun. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, 47.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
We're on
Come
to
on
the
now,
fourth
let's
here
go.
on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen. As they
Here we
come
go
up here on
again.
first and
Here
10.
we go again.
Looking to throw. King. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's King. Going to throw again. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on third and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. King. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go,
and they'll
baby.
get him to
Let's
the
go.
ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Here we go. Check, 59. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. All day.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Let's go, D.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
All day.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike, check. 59. 3 buzz. Mike's 5'9". Mike.
Looking to throw. King. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That's it, baby.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into
53's
a
the Mike.
positive
53.
gain.
Check, 53.
I
got you, son.
On third down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Great touchdown.
Jesse James, his first touchdown of the year. And they were able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Come on,
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the
54,
25.
right there. 54, Mike.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
The big boys came out to play.
I've
been here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easy.
54, watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
And that's caught.
Don't get
inside
nervous.
The 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter to the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they...
It got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare.
Hey, man,
because
hey, man.
no one's
Watch
being
the boot,
stopped
watch
throwing
the
the
boot.
ball downfield, and points are going on the
Let's
board.
go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 53. Mike 53.
On first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Set the tone. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
53 is the mic.
2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Out to the
Let's
left
make these
there and
babies crawl all the
complete
way
to the
back
tight
home.
end, Hawkinson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that's a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down
That's
right
where you
on the
belong.
spot.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Fuzz.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch
It's
the pass.
complete.
Watch
Swings
the
it out to
pass.
his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's
All
inside the
day,
30.
baby, all day.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need.
We own
That's
them.
exactly what they got done.
We own them.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We got this.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little
53.
bit.
Check 53. I'm coming.
17-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Breaks free again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's
Same
it, baby.
exact result
We gonna
as
work.
last play, a pickup of 11.
Ready?
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
You better be afraid of me.
Back to throw. King. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
They can't hold me, Coach.
T.J. Hawkinson there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We played to win. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on, Shaq.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a
Here we
lot
go,
of points here in this
Here I
quarter.
come,
For
here I
us up here
come.
in the booth, it's
Mike
been fun to
5-4,
watch.
Mike
The
5-4.
defensive coordinators probably scratching their head.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the
Let's
slack.
face it, all of our friends who play fantasy,
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 78 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards,
on,
all
fellas.
told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Okay.
The Lions
Big
offense
Mike,
ready to
let's go.
kick off their next
53's
drive.
Mike.
Good drive
Watch
last
QB
time.
drop.
Really effective
Watch QB
passing
drop.
the football.
Let's
Do
go,
you
let's
maybe
go.
mix it up?
Hey, we got
Now go with the ground game
53,
to surprise
Mike,
the
53.
defense a little bit?
Hey,
I would
I'm coming. I'm
anticipate the
coming.
defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely
Let's
go
go,
in the
boys.
opposite
Bring it up.
direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't
mess up?
change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
53
One
is the
play
Mike.
has him up past the
Push
40
him back.
already, and another
Push him
first
back.
and 10.
53 is the mic. Check 53.
Looking to throw.
Oh, you got deep?
King. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped
go.
just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays
Squeeze,
have them
double,
on the
double.
move on first down. Johnson running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Lions will use the first of their
Yeah,
timeouts.
baby. Boom.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check 53's Mike.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strut.
Now King to throw on second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Let's go now.
Really in a
50, Mike.
hole here, third and 17 following the two negative plays.
Hey, alert, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I know he ain't got it.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially,
Let's go. Let's do this.
give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
54.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their
Watch the
next
pass,
drive.
watch the
They have
pass.
a little bit of
Here we
time
go.
here to get in
Here we
field
go.
goal range. Not much. A
Mike,
tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk free.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And into the end zone. A scoop to score on the football return.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition.
Let's go,
here,
defense. Let's get out the
obviously.
field,
Gotta hope to get
defense.
something quick right,
Hey, watch
and then
that,
maybe
watch
take
that.
that
Check
shot
Mike
deep.
54.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now Brissett. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown.
Here we
Here's
go.
first
Here we
and
go.
10.
Here we go.
Go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
One
Watch
final
54.
shot. They'll
Let's
look
go
to
one more.
throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs
We can't be
out.
stopped. You see me out here? That's right. We can't be
We were
stopped.
on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming